I was 16 the first time I heard them at the time. I didn't understand what I was hearing. I just remember standing outside my Uncle Daniel's guest room at 2 in the morning, holding a glass of water, frozen in the dark hallway while my father whispered, "Your sister can never know." My mother's sister's husband my uncle, and my dad first. I told myself I was imagining things because there are some truths your brain refuses to accept when you're still a kid, especially when the man you worship is involved. My father was the kind of man everybody trusted. He coached Little League, fixed neighbors' cars for free, never forgot birthdays, never raised his voice. My mother, on the other hand, she always seemed angry, suspicious, exhausted, growing up. I thought she was the problem in our family. I hate admitting that now. But when you're a child, you don't see exhaustion, you see irritation, you don't see betrayal. You see mood swings, and my father was very good at looking innocent. That summer, my Aunt Rachel and Uncle Daniel moved in with us temporarily after their basement flooded. At first, it actually felt fun. Movie nights, board games. Late dinners. The house felt full for the first time in years, but after a few weeks, things started feeling off. I'd wake up at night and hear footsteps downstairs, whispers stopping the second someone walked into the kitchen. My mother constantly asking where Dad had been, and my father suddenly showering twice a day. Little things, weird things. The kind of details that don't mean anything until they mean everything. One night, I walked into the garage looking for a charger and found my father sitting in his car with Uncle Daniel. Neither of them noticed me. They were just sitting there in silence. Too close, not talking, just staring ahead. And I remember feeling something twist in my stomach, not understanding why. Then my father saw me. He jumped so fast he hit his head on the roof of the car. He laughed afterward. Too hard. Scared me to death. He said but Uncle Daniel couldn't even look me in the eyes. That was the first moment I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what. And before I continue, if you enjoy emotional family stories like this one, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. It really helps the channel grow. Anyway, things got worse after that. My mother became obsessed with my father's phone. She'd wait until he was asleep and try to unlock it. They started fighting almost every night. Not screaming. That would have been easier. No, their fights were quiet. Sharp. Like broken glass wrapped in blankets. One night, I heard my mother whisper, "I know you're lying to me." And my father replied, "You're paranoid." That word destroyed her. Paranoid. Crazy. Emotional. Unstable. Over time, that's how everyone started seeing my mother, even me, especially me. Then came the night. Everything changed. It was raining so hard, our power went out around midnight. I woke up sweating because the fan had stopped. I went downstairs to get water and noticed light coming from under Uncle Daniel's guest room door. That alone was strange because my Aunt Rachel was asleep in the living room that night after an argument. I remember hearing voices. Low. Urgent. Then my father said, "We can't keep doing this." And my entire body went cold. I don't know why. Maybe part of me already knew. I stepped closer. I shouldn't have, but I did. And then I heard something I still wish I could erase from my memory. My uncle crying. My father telling him he loved him. Not like family. Not like friends. Different. I couldn't breathe. I backed away so fast I dropped my glass on the floor. The room went silent immediately. Then the door opened. My father looked terrified. Not guilty, terrified. Like his whole life had just exploded. He kept saying my name over and over. I ran upstairs and locked myself in my room. And for the first time in my life, I heard my father cry. The next morning, nobody mentioned it. Not my father, not my uncle, not my mother. But the house felt poisoned. My father kept trying to talk to to me. I avoided him. I couldn't even look at him anymore. Not because he was gay. That wasn't what destroyed me, Dot. It was the lying, the manipulation. Watching my mother slowly lose her mind while everyone treated her like she was crazy. He let her suffer for years, Dot. A week later, my mother finally snapped. I came home from school and found her standing in the kitchen holding my father's phone. She looked calm, Dot, too calm, Dot. My Aunt Rachel was crying at the table, and my father looked like a man waiting for execution, Dot. My mother looked at him and said, "You made me think I was insane." Nobody answered. Then she looked at me, and I'll never forget this part. She said, "You believed him too." That hurt more than anything, because she was right. I had believed him every single time. That night, my Uncle Daniel packed his things and left with my father. My aunt filed for divorce 2 months later, and my parents' marriage ended before Christmas. You'd think that would be the end of the story, Dot. It wasn't, because secrets like that don't just disappear. They rot inside families. For a while, everyone blamed my mother for breaking the family apart. Some relatives even defended my father, said he had been living a lie. But nobody talked about what that lie cost everyone else. My mother stopped sleeping. My aunt stopped speaking to most of the family. And me. I stopped trusting people entirely. For years, I couldn't date anyone without wondering what they were hiding. I couldn't hear someone say, "I love you," without questioning it, because the man who taught me what love looked like had been pretending the whole time. About 3 years later, my father called me. It was the first real conversation we'd had since everything happened. He sounded older, smaller. He told me he was sorry, not for who he was, but for making my mother feel crazy, for making me carry the secret after I found out. And honestly, that was the first truthful thing I'd ever heard him say. Today, I don't hate my father. I don't even hate Uncle Daniel. But I do hate what secrets can do to people, especially children, because when you're young, your parents teach you what love is supposed to look like, and when that image breaks, sometimes it takes years to put yourself back together. If you made it this far, comment "I stayed" below, and if you've ever discovered a family secret that changed the way you saw someone forever, you're not alone.